Hey everyone, it's Dakota, Dakota's Den. How's everybody doing? I wasn't here yesterday, but I'm here today. I have a cold, so I am reporting from my bed. My den is my bed. And I just had to come on today because I heard Wendy Williams was in the hospital. And you know, Wendy is my girl. You know that. You know that. I am rooting for her return. But I have a cold, but that's okay. It doesn't stop me from talking. Listen, I heard that Wendy Williams went to the hospital, and I heard that I saw it on TMZ as well as the news that she had put a help sign in her window because you know she's in an institution. She has a guardianship because they say she's not capable of taking care of herself and taking care of her money. And her son allegedly squandered $100,000 of her money, and that's how she ended up in the guardianship. And everybody knows she has some health issues. I believe she has some alcoholism and some other health issues. You know, we all have health issues. Not to mention what she went through with her stupid husband. But I heard that she, when I knew this, it was going to come to this, she got fed up. She put a help sign. I guess she wrote it in pen, marker, whatever, on the window, and the police came to do a wellness check to check things out. That was Wendy. That was ingenious. I would never have thought of that. I have never have thought of that. And the reason I had to bring this on is because I did a video on Wendy Williams with her guardianship, a lady named Sabrina Morrissey. I did a video about 4 or 5 months ago on Sabrina Morrissey, and allegedly, Sabrina Morrissey was doing some shady stuff with one Latino man who didn't speak English very well. And I said to myself, I'm really upset that Wendy ended up with this lady, Sabrina, because according to the Latino man and his family, you know what? I'm going to put this on for you. I'm going to, because I want you guys to hear what I said last time. And it's like deja vu because the same thing that happened to the Latino man may be happening to Wendy in regards to her money. In regards to her money. But first, for those of you who did not see the news on how Wendy is in a hospital and how the police took her to the hospital, I want you guys to see it, okay? All right, let me play this clip so you can check it out. Here we go.
Talk show host was taken to the hospital yesterday after she apparently dropped a note from her window at a Manhattan care facility. ABC's Eva Pilgrim has the details.
Hi, Wendy.
The health and well-being of talk show icon Wendy Williams again being called into question as she fights to get free of her controversial conservatorship. She's seen here in the window of her assisted living facility in Manhattan, seemingly trying to get the attention of people on the street, at times looking distressed, at one point putting her hands up on the glass and reportedly dropping this handwritten note with the words, "Help, Wendy."
Wasn't that a good idea? You go, Wendy. I'm telling you, you can't keep a good woman down. Let's continue.
How are you?
Wendy, what's going on?
Williams taken to the hospital Monday morning. You can see her here in this New York Post video as police and fire escort her to an ambulance, responding to a 911 call made for a woman in distress. Williams has been under a court-ordered guardianship since 2022. Williams' care team announcing in 2024 she was diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia and aphasia, her shocking diagnosis leading state court to deem her legally incapacitated.
How are you doing?
How am I doing? I'm still in prison, so to speak.
But Williams telling Nightline co-anchor Byron Pitts she was misdiagnosed and has been unfairly relegated to the memory unit at the care facility.
Frontal temporal dementia. How dare you? And I'm not saying you, because I've been accused of having that. And how do you prove it? By keeping me locked here, so that I can't see. Look, I can't go out.
Now, in response to Williams publicly questioning her diagnosis, Williams' court-appointed guardian, Sabrina Morrissey.
Yes, Sabrina Morrissey. I don't know about Sabrina Morrissey, but I'm not a doctor, but what I heard about frontal temporal dementia, which is what Wendy is supposed to be diagnosed with, from what I understand, once you have that, you have it and you never get better. It's the same thing as what Bruce Willis has. You don't get better, you just keep getting worse. But it's being said that Wendy is getting better. How, and they're saying, well, maybe she's getting better because she's in the institution and that's helping her. But if the institution was helping her, then when she's not in the institution, she would kind of like relapse a little bit. But it seems like she's always in the institution. She only gets to come out once or twice a month. But from what I understand, that disease does not get better, and Wendy is getting better regardless of whether she's in an institution or not. If you're not going to get better, doesn't matter where you are, you're not going to get better. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, but let's continue with this clip.
Is asking the court for a new medical evaluation. And in a new interview disputing the extent of Wendy's restrictions, Morrissey telling Vanity Fair nobody's saying that Wendy can't leave a building. Adding her client's living situation was from doctor recommendations, saying it's not something that I decided. And that.
Well, listen, from what I understand, Wendy's money better be all there because the Latino man who Sabrina allegedly was his guardian, his money dwindled away to nothing. Okay, now I told you guys that I did a video on the same situation, Wendy and Sabrina. I did a video on them a few months ago, and I'm telling you, it's uncanny what has happened to Wendy Williams. Okay, this is my old video, so check this video out. I won't play the whole thing, just the most important parts. Well, today we're going to talk about Wendy Williams. What's happening, I knew it was going to happen. When Wendy got sick and she was going through her issues, and then she had her husband, Kevin, going crazy, she wasn't able to take care of herself. I knew this was going to happen. Well, guess what? Wendy Williams' guardian, her and her law firm, currently being sued for $30 million. Wendy Williams' guardian is currently being sued for $30 million. Her name is Sabrina Morrissey. So Morrissey and Morrissey, along with 10 other lawyers in the firm, is being sued. They're being sued by a man called Jose Vagata. Jose Vagata. Now, let me give you a little background. When Wendy got sick, she needed help taking care of herself. And she had a best friend. Her best friend lived in LA. Her best friend came to visit her guardianship. So the best friend also pulled another friend in. So both the best friend and the other guy was sending Wendy food from. Told Jose's original lawyer, you shouldn't trust that lawyer. He's going to squander your money. He doesn't know what he's doing. So you should sign this conservatorship. Now they're trying to get Jose, a man who doesn't need a conservatorship. They're trying to get Jose to sign a conservatorship because now the first lawyer scared Jose into thinking his money was going to go. So basically, I know it's confusing. The second lawyer told Jose, your first lawyer ain't no good. So you should sign this conservatorship with me so I can take care of you. And poor Jose, not knowing the law, not really knowing English very well, he signed the conservatorship. Now, don't this sound familiar? The only difference between Wendy and Jose is Jose didn't speak English, so he didn't understand. Wendy speaks very good English, but she just happened to be sick at the time. I don't think Jose got his money back because, from what I understand, his daughter was on, and she said that initially he had $5 million or somewhere around there, and by the time Morrissey and Morrissey finished with him, there was approximately $1 million left, and I don't know what happened after that. But isn't this? I know Wendy used to be worth $400 million. Her money better be there. If not, Sabrina is going to get in trouble. Let's continue this a little bit more.
And he didn't need it. It was unjust.
Mm.
So the family now has provided, well, and the case is sealed, so nobody knows what's going on with the money.
And there you have it. Jose's case is sealed and no one knows what's going on with his money. Now, I did that video like 4 months ago, 5 months ago, and the same thing is happening all over again. I had to bring that to you guys because I heard it and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm having deja vu here. This sounds familiar. So that is what's happening with Wendy, and she's getting a new doctor is going to give her a workup and see what he thinks. If she's diagnosed with. If she can come out the hospital or come out that room that she's in, and I just don't think it's fair. So that's the Wendy story, everybody. That's the Wendy story. And then here we have, I thought this was interesting. Rosie O'Donnell. Everybody knows Rosie O'Donnell. Trump cannot stand Rosie O'Donnell. He calls her all kinds of fat names and whatever. So Rosie O'Donnell, she moves. She moves to Ireland following Trump's election. And she will only return to the U.S. when it's safe for all citizens to have equal rights. Must be nice to be able to just pick up and move to another country. Let me tell you, if I could, I would, I swear, but it's not in the cards for me. I got to stay here. Me and my kids, we just stay here and starve to death, I guess, just like everybody else, right? Yes, so I just had to bring that to you guys. I thought that was just some story. I mean, it's like I had deja vu. And so that was that. Now, also everybody, let me see here. What do I have here? What do I have? Okay, yeah. So as I put in most of my videos, I always say at the end of my videos, I always have a picture at the end of the videos. And these are pictures of me, of what I drew myself, not of me, but what I drew of myself. And I'm going to put that in the end of my video. Because if you want to buy them, just hit me up in the messages and we can make that happen. But before I go, okay, before I go, I had one more thing okay, here it is, that I wanted to show you guys. No, I guess I don't have anything else to show you. Uh-oh, yes I do. Yes I do, and it is the diddler. Diddy, diddy, diddy. Diddy has a case coming up, as we all know, in just less than 2 months. Less than 2 months. Okay, so there with the Diddy case, just a gentleman by the name of Odell Beckham Jr. and Drewski Denny allegations in Diddy's accusers lawsuit. Here are major accusations. Okay, so Diddy has some other lawsuits, but for some strange reason, my computer is acting crazy. It's probably it's probably acting crazy because I'm laying in bed and I shouldn't be. I should be up, but that it is what it is. Okay, so like I said before, everybody, usually at the end of each video, I'll put a picture up because, I like painting and I just want to show them to you guys. So this is you know what? I don't know what's wrong with my thing. Okay, here it is. This is my latest photo. This is the latest one, and I'm so proud of this photo. I am. I'm proud of it. Isn't it beautiful? The name of my company is Imagine. All of my pictures, when you look at them, you just want to stare into space, and you just want to just imagine that you're on a beach somewhere, that your life is stress free, and that you're just relaxing. So everybody, I just wanted to bring you that information. So have a good night, and I am pretty sure I will see you guys later. Have a good night. Bye.